To make the most epic burger, it demands excellence.
And that's why today we're using the best meat we could find anywhere. This is the ultimate Flattop Burger. It's loud.
To get this party started, we're gonna need 3 epic cuts of meat.
First up is our flat iron steak. It's from the chuck primal, which is where you're gonna get your classic hamburger flavor.
Next up is the brisket.
The flat of the brisket has that perfect lean to fat ratio that you want in a burger, especially this section right here. This is the spot they use to turn in for barbecue competitions.
Nice. And the last cut of beef is, in my opinion, the star of the show, the ribeye.
Thought I was the star of the show.
Ah, you are too, Mark. For this burger, we're gonna use the Loco Flat Top Grill. It has a massive cooking surface and digital temperature displays for precise heat control.
It also has smart tech that regulates your temp, so you never have to worry about overcooking anything.
All right, let's start prepping our burger meat for grinding.
First up, we're gonna carve out the competition section of the brisket. Naughty. You can see that there's not that much marbling here, but the fat cap is gonna help us get that right ratio. You wanna cut these down small enough that when you mix them with the other meat, they come through the grinder and naturally weave themselves together, because you don't wanna handle the meat a lot after it's ground. It's gonna give us flavor, and it's also gonna give us just a little bit of bite.
Fly in the ribeye. Typically, ribeye isn't used for burgers, but there's an amazing muscle in here that we wanna specifically have in our grind.
That's the money muscle. That is the spinalis, or the ribeye cap. It is the best bite on the entire steak. And are we gonna grill it and eat it on its own? No, we're gonna put it in the burger, because we're crazy.
I was gonna say, can we do that though? Our goal is to have a delicious 70-30 lean to fat ratio. Here's what we love about the ribeye. Look at the marbling in this. This is the kind of fat that melts in your mouth. Flatiron flying in. Fun fact, there's a building in New York from which this steak was named after, Flatiron Building. The Romans who built the Flatiron in New York actually named this steak after it.
Right after they gifted us the Statue of Liberty.
That's right.
The flat iron is unique because it has super small muscle fibers that make it extremely tender, but it also has a big beef flavor because it comes from the shoulder of the cow. This is tender enough to make tartare, but it has the classic chuck primal flavor you're looking for the burger. This is an epic choice. We're gonna mix these pieces together and then store the bowl in the freezer so everything is ice cold when we grind the meat.
While that's chilling, let's make some onion rings. Not just any onion rings, PBR beer battered onion rings. Did you drink all the beer? Do we have any left?
One left.
Okay, all we're gonna do is 1/2-inch rings. We wanna preserve the outer rings, so we're just gonna cut them into rings with the paper on. What do you get? You get these. All right, from just one onion, if we push all these apart, we're gonna get a pretty good batch. Did you know you can tell the age of the onion by how many rings they have? It's a pretty cool, insightful thing. It's not true, but.
We're gonna mix up our multifaceted, super seasoned, delicious beer batter. Some cayenne, a little bit of paprika, garlic powder. Just make sure you add enough salt.
All right, now the PBR. I'll let you crack it. Look at that. I'm gonna pour this beer in and Mark's gonna whisk it up. We're gonna look for a thin pancake batter consistency. Once you get that, you're done with the liquid.
Let's make our dredge. We cannot add a flavorless layer of flour as our dredge, so we're gonna hit that with salt and pepper. I think Faye wants some cayenne in there.
That's paprika. Although, now that you said that.
I mean, why not?
Here's the point.
When in Rome.
Exactly. Here's when in Rome, because remember the Romans invented onion rings.
To fry the rings, we've got our oil heated up to 375 degrees.
Onion rings are about to go down.
You wanna get everything prepped ahead of time because everything's gonna cook really quick.
The dredge is like a glue for our batter. These fry pretty quickly, so take them out once they turn golden brown.
And then hit it with a little bit of salt. So we got everything ready to go.
Man, these look good. We want to try a bite, but we can't eat them yet, right?
We got to resist the urge so we have enough to eat with our burger. Resist the urge.
That actually hurt a little bit.
Good.
Before we get back to our burger, one more recipe, a grilled Mexican street corn salad.
Let's get the corn.
Let's brush these with some neutral oil and make sure we salt them on all sides.
Off to the grill. A lot of vendors that cook this on the street do it on a flat top. That's how we're gonna do it today. We wanna get a nice char on the outside.
There's no exact science on this. When you feel it's done, it's done.
While our corn is finishing, let's go ahead and cut the veggies for our salad.
With this red onion, we just want to do a classic small dice. Then we'll quarter some grape tomatoes. Wait. Oh, yeah!
Yeah, got them.
Make sure whenever you cut tomatoes, salt them.
The longer they have to dwell with the salt, the better the tomatoes are gonna be.
Let's give it a little mixaroo.
All right, let's make the dressing.
In a blender, we're gonna combine olive oil, salt, pepper, cilantro, and honey. Local honey, don't forget, helps with allergies, and some lime zest and juice. And that, my friends, is our cilantro lime vinaigrette. All right, the corn is done. All we're gonna do now is take the kernels off the cob.
All right, we're gonna dress it with our cilantro lime vinaigrette. God, that smells good.
We'll incorporate all the corn and a bit of my favorite, cotija cheese, and wow.
This is amazing, but let's get back to the burger. The process of grinding meat warms everything up, and that screws up your grind. So we start with super cold meat, and we put the actual grinder in the freezer to get this frozen all the way through to make sure we don't overheat.
We're ready to get grinding.
We have a medium-sized die in here to grind with. If it's too small, you're actually gonna get almost a little bit of a sausage texture. And if it's too big, there's gonna have too much bite and it's gonna be hard to keep the burger together.
We're only going to grind the meat once so it doesn't emulsify, and we again avoid any sausage-like consistency. All right, we're gonna portion these into 6 ounces.
I'm working it just enough with my hand so that it'll stay together. It has to be bigger than your bun, and you wanna square up the edges. Now, the other thing we wanna do is indent in the middle just a little bit. Never season the burger until right before it goes on the grill, or it'll be tough and spongy.
All right, I'm getting pretty good at this. I feel like this is a perfect 6 ounces.
Oh, it is. Oh, no, 5 7/8.
Oh,
5 7/8, which is also known as not getting 6 exactly.
All right, now that Mark has formed the patties, we're gonna go directly onto our flat top grill.
I'm gonna season the top side of these and then flip them over and put them down on the grill and then season the other side on the grill. We've got our flat top set to 400 degrees so we can get that epic initial sear. When you see the burger start to fry in its own juices, you know that that lovely brown crust is starting to form.
And that is the beautiful Maillard reaction.
You don't want to complicate meat of this quality, so we're gonna go with the tried and true American cheese that will give us that solid melt. These are looking perfect. Time to toast the buns.
Let's build our burger. Now, we're gonna keep it fairly traditional. We're gonna celebrate the beef. Make sure that old Slappy Hands over here made it is with his fancy grinder.
Toasted bun and mayo, lettuce on the bottom for structural integrity, our steakhouse grind burger, American cheese, onion, tomato, pickle, more mayo on the top bun.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it just looks so good.
That's our piece de resistance. It's time. We are done. This is the ultimate burger. We're about to try it.
No. We gotta start with the onion rings first. We're gonna save this to the end, all right? So let's try an onion ring. So these are the ones I always get. I love these little fatties right here. Look at them, just covered, and you can pop the whole thing in your mouth. Crunchy. I can taste the paprika, I can taste the cayenne, the garlic powder. It's great.
Man, this is epic.
I was getting some earlier about the type of onion rings that I like to eat. So I'm gonna give you a little demonstration. So when I get one this big, very simple. I like to fold it like this once and then over. And look what I just did. I just made a perfect poppable piece of onion ring from a large one. What's up?
That's breathtaking.
What's
Can we have
up?
the burger?
Not yet. Corn salad. Mexican street corn salad. Let's give it a shot, buddy. Squeeze the lime. This has got to be my favorite side dish on the planet. It's so simple. I mean, you're talking like a cilantro lime vinaigrette, piece of cake to make in a blender. You're roasting corn, you're getting that great char, and then you have this beautiful tomatoes. And on top of the cotija cheese, it's the perfect balance. All right, you ready, Mark? I know you've been waiting for a while.
So ready.
All right. Perfectly cooked.
Woo.
Ugh, man, oh man. Ready? That is one of the few things in life that I actually crave. Like, I actually crave is just a simple flat top burger.
You can taste steak. Perfect amount of fat in there. It's nice and rich, and the fat on the outside reacted great with that flat top, and that Maillard reaction sear on the outside is an epic ultimate crust.
For me, this is the perfect meal. Sitting in the backyard, having a cold beer, you're hanging out with your buddies, onion rings, Mexican corn salad, and the perfect flat top burger. All right, that's the end of the video. See you guys later.
Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you want to see a different topic for Dad's Guide, let us know in the comments. Get back here, you son of a bitch. Give me my burger.